Howdy Neighbors, David here. And today on Boondock Stallions, I'm going to introduce you to a little teaser for a bigger project that I'm working on. You see, I am a big nerd, a big movie nerd, and obviously this is my channel, movie nerd stuff, but I'm a big fan of the Back to the Future trilogy, and there are so many plot holes in the original movie that there have been lists of every single plot hole that doesn't make sense in the movies, and I have taken it upon myself to take on the challenge of figuring out all of these unanswered questions and plot holes from the original movie, and I've decided to give you all just a little bit of a teaser here today because I was able to solve one of the other major big problems, just to give you a little hint in where I'm going. But, I'm sorry, like and subscribe before we get started if you haven't already. So, in Back to the Future, Marty goes from 1985 to 1955 to spend a week there with Doc Brown while Doc tries to figure out how to send him back to the future. Now, when we get to the end of the movie and everything's changed, a lot of people were wondering why it is that Marty's parents don't seem to remember Marty, even though they did name Marty after Marty. It's very Doctor Who, River Song, Melody Pond, wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey thing. But here's the thing. I've been able to figure out that question. How is it that they were able to name Marty after Marty and still not remember Marty? And the answer is they didn't name Marty after Marty. So if you remember the uncomfortable scene between this boy and his mother in his underwear, they all believe that his name is Calvin Klein, but he goes by Marty, so you would assume that his name is Calvin Martin Klein, and that he just prefers Marty. So, why, in fact, wouldn't they name him Calvin Marty McFly instead of just Martin McFly? This seems like a big problem for those of us that have grown up watching the movies, and it's something that didn't seem like a problem to me at first, but I've had 30 years to reflect on this, and I don't really have a lot of full memories of people that I knew for a week of my life 30 years ago. It is gone. Like, I could probably be reminded through pictures and stories, but if I were just at a glance thinking about people I knew 30 years ago, not gonna happen. So, how did they name Marty after Marty? Well, the answer to that is in Back to the Future 3 when you meet Marty's great-great-grandfather, Seamus McFly, where Seamus admits that he had a brother named Martin McFly, and then he proceeded to name his son William Martin McFly in honor of his brother. So right there, 100 years before the original Back to the Future story starts, you find out that the McFly family had Martin as a family name, and it was just passed down through the generations. My middle name is Anthony, and I have a gajillion cousins and ancestors named Anthony somewhere with the first or middle name. So there we go. Bingo, bango, bongo. Fanny's your aunt, Bob's your uncle, and I'm a genius. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes.